morning, everybody, and welcome to the Main Street Wadsworth Farmers Market. Just like to remind everybody that the Farmers Market runs every Saturday through the middle of June, all the way to the last Saturday in September, from 9 to 12 here at 151 Main Street. That is the CIS parking lot. Today, the special event here at the Wadsworth Farmers Market is Healthy You. We have several organizations here from the Wadsworth area promoting all aspects of health. So let's head on over to our first organization, the Medina County Health Department. All right, our first organization here at the Healthy You Farmers Market this Saturday is the Medina County Health Department. Number one, thanks for coming out this morning. And your name is?
Debbie.
Debbie, and you are?
Tina.
Okay, so what is the Medina? Tell us real quick a little bit about the Medina County Health Department.
Okay, well, the Medina County Health Department serves the entire community, and we have a large number of programs. We have everything from a health center, which has a medical clinic, a dental clinic, behavioral health, to our WIC program. We do car seat installations, rabies control, mosquitoes control, education and prevention in the community, in addition to immunizations. So we do a whole host of things.
Well, I know one thing that people might not realize you do too is, let's say once everybody gets back to being able to travel, let's say someone's going to a certain part of the country, you can research and find out for them what vaccinations they might need to protect them as they're traveling, correct?
Absolutely. We'll find out the itinerary and even down to what type of accommodations people are staying in to determine what types of travel vaccinations they need, and we can provide those vaccinations.
Sort of a health triptych, so to speak.
Exactly.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit too about the WIC program.
Well, WIC serves underserved women, infants, and children. That's what the WIC stands for. And we provide nutrition, education, and supplemental foods and referrals to other health services.
Okay, and then to sign up for that, come up to the health department. Is it an online thing, or how would people, if they need that particular service, how would they do that?
Actually, at this point in time, all you have to do is call. We can apply, fill out an application over the phone. And due to COVID restrictions, we still are doing appointments over the phone at this time.
Okay, all right. Well, again, thanks for coming out today at the Main Street Wadsworth Farmers Market. And we'll head on over to our next venue, the Friends of the Wadsworth Trails. All right, our next organization here at the Healthy You Farmers Market Saturday is the Friends of the Wadsworth Trails. And you are?
Barb James, Secretary, Friends of Wadsworth Trails.
All right, Barb, and again, we want to thank you and everybody else here that came out today for our Healthy You Saturday. So tell us a little bit about Friends of the Wadsworth Trail.
Friends of the Wadsworth Trails is a nonprofit organization. We are interested in promoting the trail systems around town, hoping to extend trail systems around town. We have a pollinator garden at the trail house. And basically we are working with the cities and now the Parks Department and the new commission that was just developed.
The Parks Commission.
Yeah, the Parks Commission. And that's it. We do several fundraisers throughout the year. We have some events throughout the year.
And so now, if someone, do you have regular meetings? If someone wants to become part of your organization, tell us about how they can do that, when and where your meetings are.
Okay, our meetings are the first Thursday of every month at the Trolley Line House. You can come to a meeting if you wish. You don't have to be a member. If you wish to join, we have our website, fowt.org, and you can join through there. We have a Facebook page, and I believe we can you join through there?
I believe so.
I think we can join through the Facebook page also. And then when you come to events like this, we have our applications.
Okay, and again, I see you have the maps and everything here, and I see some things here. Is this like a checking off what you find on the trails for kids?
Yes, we have some nature hunts and bingo games. Get the kids out there moving, looking for the things along the trails.
All right. Well, very good. And again, you are a 501c3 too, correct?
Yes.
So any donations are tax deductible. If somebody wants to get involved that way, they can as well.
Certainly, certainly.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming out for our Healthy You first Saturday here in downtown Wadsworth in the Farmers Market. And again, Friends of the Wadsworth Trails, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's head on over to our next vendor, Hope and Healing Resource Center. All right, our next organization here at the Main Street Wadsworth Farmers Market is the Hope and Healing Survivor Resource Center. And you are?
My name is Anna Maria Fayervari, and I am the Medina Client Services Manager for Hope and Healing.
Well, tell us about Hope and Healing. I'm not sure that I know a whole lot about your organization.
Hope and Healing is actually an umbrella name for the Battered Women's Shelter and the Rape Crisis Center in both Summit and Medina counties. As an organization, we provide services that support survivors of domestic violence, intimate partner violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. And some of our probably most known services are emergency shelter, therapy services, court advocacy services, prevention and education.
And things like, the education part of this is important too, because I know a lot of people might not realize, they think that human trafficking is a problem that is elsewhere. This is one of the largest human trafficking areas in the country. I know that, and so it is a problem here. And so if anyone suspects anything or sees something like that or needs resources or help, what's the best way to contact you or get a hold of you?
We are there for any survivors of any kind of trauma, and if we are the main contact for them and the first contact for them, we would know where to refer them as well.
So even if your organization isn't the one that would help them, you would still be a good source for them to come to, and you would direct them to the services that they would need.
We do have two hotline numbers. One that serves the Battered Women's Shelter services for intimate partner violence survivors and the Rape Crisis Centers hotline. Both of them are 24/7 and can be accessed at any point in time, day or night. Our advocates are trained not just to provide information on the resources that we offer to survivors, but all of the community resources around us to hopefully prevent survivors from not getting the help they need.
Okay, well, good. And again, as we mentioned today for our Healthy You farmers market, health is involved. It's not just the food we eat, but the environment that we're in, the mental state, and everything. So it is a holistic approach, and we appreciate you coming out today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Okay, no problem. Next, we will head on over to the Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation. All right, our next organization here at the Main Street Wadsworth Healthy You Saturday is the Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation, and their representative today is Jim Dahl. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Tom. How you doing today? Beautiful day.
I'm doing very well. So tell us a little bit about the Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation.
Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation, one of the chief fundraising arms for the Senior Center. We do all sorts of things down there to help the Senior Center out. New pavilion, new furniture, and all coffee bar, and all sorts of stuff. Zoom programs and things like that. Anything to help out the seniors in the Senior Center.
And again, as far as a Healthy You type of a organization, you again promote all kind of things for senior citizens as well, correct?
All sorts of things for the senior citizens down there. Exercise classes, support classes for Parkinson's, and all these other things. And then just the socialization that's involved in the Senior Center. That's a big thing, socialization. You know what I mean?
Right.
A place they can meet and gather with their friends.
And again, I know that you're a 501c3. There's a part of the Older Adults Foundation is also the Professional Friends. So tell us a little bit about them.
Professional Friends is a lot of almost 100 organizations of different people that support the seniors, and they're involved in that too. And they sponsor a lot of programs, gift things, and things like that for different seniors.
And last but not least, every year, for several years, it's been in the form of 25, but now it's 12. But you do a fundraiser, which is the 12 Days of Christmas.
That's right. We go out and spend $3,500 on local businesses, all local retail businesses. And we get that money from Professional Friends. We spend that money and buy $3,500 worth of gift cards. Then we raffle off the baskets. So it's baskets are worth $300 a piece. The final basket's $500. It's all local gift cards. So we're supporting the local community, and then they're supporting us by purchasing the tickets.
All right. Well, Jim, thanks again. Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation. Now, if someone wants to contribute or be a part of that, is there a good contact to get a hold of you?
Well, yeah, we got the Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation. We got anything at the Senior Center. Come on down. I poke your eye out. Come down to the Senior Center. We got these forms where you get our QR number, and it's our WadsworthOlderAdultsFoundation.com. So then you can get on your QR and just donate through your phone.
All right. Well, thanks again. Let's head on over to our next vendor, the Wadsworth Suprema Center. All right, our next organization here at the Healthy U Main Street Wadsworth Farmers Market is the Wadsworth Suprema Center and Cafe. And who do we have here?
Ron Kilchinman.
And?
Beth Kilchinman. I'm related to him.
I was going to say, you guys sound like you're related.
Yeah.
All right, well, very good. So tell us a little bit about the Suprema Senior Center and the cafe.
Well, Ron and I take a lot of pride in being involved in a lot of things that are going on at the Suprema Senior Center. There are so many activities. If you look at our calendar, you could go every day to the Senior Center and get involved in something. Ron has a big interest in the bingo, which is starting up again this coming Friday, and that's always a fun time. They have up to 75 people at that.
So tell us a little bit about that. Of course, now that it's COVID's back or what, or not, I mean, we're back from COVID or whatever. So tell us a little bit about what the bingo looks like.
Well, every Friday from 10 o'clock until 11:30, it's in our cafe at the Senior Center. We have, it's free, that's the best part. And then you win, you get both a prize from a sponsor as well as what we call our bingo bucks. And then quarterly, we have an auction where you exchange your bingo bucks for the auction items. So we have a wonderful time, and we probably have, as Beth said, 75 people that come. And again, being free, and we do it year-round.
And the Wadsworth Senior Center, now to be a member of the Senior Center, what is the age limit? Or the starting age?
Starting age is 55.
Okay. And then to become a member, is there a cost involved, or what does that look like?
It's absolutely free. Free is our name.
Yeah.
And you just come to our Senior Center, and the woman at the volunteer desk will sign you up, and you're a member. And then we give you the quarterly newsletter. We give you the monthly list of activities, and you're free to start participating. We are open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Yep.
Okay. And is it just for citizens of Wadsworth, or is it the area?
It's the area. We have quite a few members that come in from neighboring towns, so it's open to all. To get the newsletter, if you don't live in the Wadsworth zip code, you have to pay a very small fee, like $5 or something, to get the newsletter. But otherwise, we welcome all.
All right. Well, very good. Now tell us also real quick about the cafe, because I know that's back now too.
Yeah, the cafe is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 2. And you just come in and order your food, and they'll give it to you, and you can either sit in the air-conditioned cafe, or you can go outside under our new pavilion. And so we love it. It's open 5 days a week.
I know we were just over previously talking to Jim Dull from the Wadsworth Older Adults Foundation, and there's a great partnership between groups like the Older Adults Foundation, the City of Wadsworth as well, because I know all three groups and organizations brought that great new pavilion out there.
The pavilion is fabulous. There have been lots of programs that are occurring out there, and a lot of it is all thanks to the City of Wadsworth and the foundation.
All right, well, thanks again for coming out and today on this Saturday. And so let's head on over to the village of St. Edward. All right, our next vendor here at the organization here at the Wadsworth Main Street Farmers Market Healthy U Saturday is the village of St. Edward. And with the village of St. Edward, we have
Mindy Keller.
Well, Mindy, thanks for joining us here this morning. So tell us a little bit about, and again, we're talking about healthy living here, everything, food, mind, body, everything. So tell us a little bit about the village of St. Edward.
Thank you, Tom, for having us here today. And the Village of St. Edward, we are a senior living retirement community. So we have an independent living, assisted living, and memory care living right here in Wadsworth. So it's very, wonderful to be able to retire and have socialization and have, if you're starting to need more care, we have that as well in our assisted living. So we welcome you to come on down and take a tour with us. We would love to have you down.
And so let me just touch, a lot of people may know that, or kind of assume that facilities like yours would do assisted living or memory care, but the independent living is not new, but a little less unfamiliar to people. It's like apartment living, and now that you come and go as you want. And tell us a little bit about the amenities that are offered with the independent living.
Yeah, so independent living, like Tom said, you come and go as you please. You can have your car there. We have activities, daily activities for all of our levels of care. Those activities could be spiritual sharing, exercise, crafts, games. We also do outings. We'll take the residents. We just recently went up to the river boat cruises in Cleveland. We're looking to go to the casino. But our apartments and independent living are fully equipped with dishwasher, washer and dryer, a full stove, a full refrigerator with ice maker, full living style for you. So independent living is a wonderful way to get the socialization and downsize and enjoy life.
And there's, I believe there's maid service, weekly maid service for that.
Tom, great. Yes, thanks for you reminding me of that. Yes, we have maid service. We have a restaurant. So we're able to accommodate for people that are just wanting to live life without cooking and things like that. We have all those amenities down there.
And then if you were to move into the independent living and in need either for assisted living or go or move on to memory care, you're guaranteed a spot, correct?
Most definitely. We have that continuum of care. We actually even have a campus in Fairlawn that has our skilled nursing and rehab. So anyone that would need those services as well, we have that with the Village of St. Edward with the continuum of care.
So it would be very, it would work out very well, for example, for someone's older aging relatives or whatever, if they're here in town, to know that they're taken care of while they're at work or somewhere else like that. But again, you have that continuing care all the way throughout all the health stages of later in life.
Most definitely, yep.
All right, well, Mindy, thanks for coming out today. And let's head over to our final organization today, Learn CPR. All right, another organization that's here with us this Saturday on our Healthy You Farmers Market is Learn CPR. And from Learn CPR, we have...
Hi, I'm Rachel Rexroad. I'm the founder and CEO of Learn CPR.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning. And again, as we mentioned earlier, we're looking at all aspects of life. And so, of course, Learn CPR sort of tells what you do, but give us a little bit more about now. Of course, back in my day, there was a lot of that done by the Red Cross and the Resusci-Annies and things like that. How has CPR changed over the years back from the compression, everything along those lines?
So it's actually gotten much easier. Mouth-to-mouth is out. Mouth-to-mouth is still an option, but it's for your loved ones or the ones that you feel comfortable with. But we want to encourage people to do hands-only CPR because you never know when this might happen. 70%, even up to 88% of cardiac arrest happen at home. So the one that you may save could be someone that you know. But almost 20% happens in public. So this could be someone that you're not familiar with. We want to encourage people to do hands-only CPR, which means you strictly just do compressions. No breath whatsoever. Get an AED, save a life.
There you go. And there's a very important point I know that you make with the AEDs. If someone goes down with a heart attack, there's an unbelievable survivor rate with those, correct?
Right. So one of our goals with Learn CPR is to increase AED availability, so the amount of AEDs that are available in our community, but also the accessibility, making sure that they're accessible. So we have units just like the one behind Tom, that these units are always going to be accessible outside, but then also teaching people how to use these AEDs. So the statistic that you were referring to, if we use an AED within the first minute that somebody goes unresponsive, you have a 90% chance of saving their life. So when I tell people that, they're like, oh my gosh, 90% in the first minute? Why aren't these everywhere? I agree.
Right.
So part of Learn CPR is we do AED sales, but we also increase the accessibility portion, so putting units so that they're available for anyone who would need it.
All right, very good. Now I notice you have a couple of items here, and again, of course, having a dog, I noticed that you also have a dog here, and again, that is important as well, because I know just another person here at the farmers market, a friend of theirs, there was a fire in their house, and when the Wadsworth Fire and EMS came out, they performed CPR and saved their dog as well. So you even do that training?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see here our mannequins. We have our adult female, we have our child, we have our infant, and then we also have our dog. And pretty much CPR is done exactly the same way, just a few differences. And so with the adult, you're going to use 2 hands. With the child, maybe just 1 hand, depending on the size of the kid. With the baby, you just need 2 fingers or 2 thumbs. And then with the dog, 1 hand as well. But again, depending on the size of the dog. There's a very large dog walking around here. You might need 2 hands and knee, like you might need a lot of force.
Yeah. So now, do you do training on the AEDs as well?
Not for the animals, because you would need to shave them down.
Right, but I mean, you do the training for people, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I know people are thinking AEDs. You know, they've got the thing in the mindset of paddles. That kind of a thing. It is not like an emergency room type of an operation.
Right.
People shouldn't be afraid of it. Correct?
No, they should not be afraid whatsoever. What's really nice about AEDs is that they are incredibly easy to use, and they will never, ever shock somebody who has a heartbeat. So if somebody goes down and you're unsure, you might as well open up their shirt, put on the pads, see what the AED says, because you could save a life in that moment. The AED will not shock somebody who does not need it, so you might as well put on the pads and just see what they say.
And see, that's a good point, because I think a lot of people don't know that. It's like, well, this person went down within the first minute. Right. I don't know if they had a heart attack. They could have had a stroke. Am I hurt? Am I going to do no harm? Right. But you don't want to do nothing. So the AED is that smart and figures that out for you.
Absolutely. Also, if you do CPR on somebody and they don't need it, they're going to tell you, hey, please stop doing that. Stop pushing on my chest. So if they tell you, like, hey, stop doing that, oh, okay, I got you. But you're never going to hurt somebody by doing CPR. If anything, you're going to save their life. So instead of people stepping back because they're unsure, I want you to step forward. And so that's what we're doing here, is to encourage people to do hands-only CPR. We also do certified training, but for right now, we're just doing hands-only CPR.
All right. Well, Rachel, thanks again for coming out today and your crew here. And I see you have some little things for the kids here as well, right?
So my 6-year-old, he joins me, and so I wanted to give him a job, and so he has toys for the littles.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
All right. Well, very cool. Yep. Thanks again for coming out today. We really appreciate it. Again, Rachel Rexroad, Learn CPR. And again, thanks again for all of our organizations coming out to our Healthy You Main Street Farmers Market here. And again, the Farmers Market, 9 to 12, every Saturday through the end of September here at 151 Main Street in the CIS parking lot. Have a great week, everybody.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.